Hi guys. All right, so I'm back again. I am still trying to figure out ACT cards. Oh, well, not still. You guys don't know because I worked on backgrounds and I made 2 videos trying to figure out how to do these and deleted both because it was just bad. And I think I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So the rule is they're supposed to be, oh, I need to scoot over here. Oh, my little silly birds. So last week I didn't make a video because, well, I did, but I erased them. And then I was on the couch because I had a nerve block. And I just sat around drawing silly birds. These are my silly birds. So I was practicing noses that turned into silly birds because that's how I roll. So I'm trying to do ACTs, and I think I managed one. Can you see this one? I think this is what I'm going for. 2.5 by 3.5. And I did backgrounds, but I think they're too busy. So this one, because I can't cut right, apparently, so I added to it. I doodled and then I did the painting, but I think it gets a little bit lost. So I'm just going to cut that and then sew around the edges. And I might sew in where my little hills are. I think I'm going to do some hand stitching on this one, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like and then put a backing on it. They all need a backing because I'm messy. And so I'm trying to figure out, oh, I did a bird on this one. And I think this is what I'm trying to achieve. I'm going to post some in the makers group and see if it's right. So I've done a couple. And I think this is what I'm after. But like I want to stitch around them still. And, but see how my singing vegetables just kind of get lost? And I think the problem is I think my backgrounds might be too busy. So I think we're going to work on fixing the backgrounds a little bit. But so then I decided they're kind of flat. So I thought we would, I lost it because that's how I am. Oh, okay. So last night, because it takes time to dry, let me move these for a minute and then I'll probably promptly lose them. I have this really old Distress Crackle paint, rock candy. I don't know. I mean, it is old, but it's still in there. I don't know. I had to peel this hard coating off the top. Look at that. It's kind of yummy actually, but I liked it. But I got this in a used haul. So I have no clue how old it is, but I've had it for over a year and I've never touched it. And I don't know, so I know you're supposed to let it air dry. So I stuck it on this paper. And can you see the crackles? I don't know if you can. So I thought, I don't know what you do next. So I thought I have these inks that I got off the free site. I'm part of a free group on Facebook. So I thought we would just drip some inks. I have these Jane Davenport inks, and I thought we would drip them in here and see if it makes the cracks pop out. And maybe these could become part of a background for one of my birds. Okay, so this started out as a bird, and now it kind of looks like a squirrel. So I guess it's a squirrel now. But I thought maybe we could make a background and turn it into an ACT, because I think they're artist trading cards and they're just supposed to be the size of a card. And Denny, my little hubby, made me a template that I could cut around because I'm so paranoid about getting the size wrong. Because the size, from what I'm told, is the only real rule. So I don't know, but I thought we would just play because I don't know what's going to happen here. And I've never played with these. These were just offered up on the site and I won the raffle. So I thought we would just see what happens. So let's play. I don't know. We'll make a mess and maybe it'll go somewhere and maybe it will not. And I probably should have brought my color wheel over. Oh, maybe I'm going to have to add water. So I think it's going to go down into the cracks, I'm hoping. If we can get my water to work. My hope is that it's going to settle in the cracks. Can you see? Maybe I can adjust the camera down. Hang on one second. There, that's better, huh? So I was hoping it would run, but maybe not on this paper, huh? It is going down in the cracks, though. Maybe I can rub it around. Let me see if I can find a cloth. You can see now that it's wet. Oh, now that it's wet. See there? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Oh, that's cool. All right. Let's throw some more color on there and see what happens. Oh, I don't like these tops. This one's a purple color. Oh, this is dark purple though. Oh, we'll keep it away from the green. You see that? Oh, that's cool. I want to use the colors that are going to complement the little squirrel dude. They don't run though. That's probably the paper. I bet the, oh, I have it tipped over. I tipped it over. One second. I just wanted to see. Oh, I don't know where I stuck it. I had some photo paper. I was going to see if it would move on photo paper. Shoot, I don't know where I put the photo paper. Because this is just, oh, the back's very cool. I don't even know what kind of paper this is. This is just, I don't know, paper. Whatever was sitting on the desk at the time, paper. I think it's mixed media paper, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, well, let's see if we put a little bit of brown in it, what will happen. Oops, sorry. I wanted it to run. I was hoping it would run down like, oh, that's going to run. Now you're too close. Now you can't see the run. There. How's that? Is that a happy medium? Oh, there's the run. So, see how it settles in the cracks right there? That's very cool. I don't know what happens if you... Nope, no lifting it. There's no lifting. Okay. Well, I just wondered. So I've never used these little inks before. So I wondered if they would... You can kind of splat them. You can kind of splat them. Oh, you can dab them. Oh, that's cool. Did you see that there? Where I dabbed it? All right. Well, that's interesting. Well, that's a nice start. It's a good color blend. All right, so let's see if we can. I should probably be waiting for it to dry, but because I'm I'm not going to. See if we can go over it with... Oh, move, little birdie. Don't get in the way. I'm not sure your color... That was way too much. Way too much. So, What's everybody doing? I don't. So, watching my aunt's video, it was so foreign. They have snow and we're like still roasting to death. She was showing pictures of home and she's like, I bet you guys are missing the snow. And I was thinking, not even remotely. Missing the fall color change though. I wanted to see that. I do miss the color change. So, well, that's just a mess now, but we can pull it together. I wondered if I could pick up more of the cracks if I put the white over it, but I think it actually hid them. So I would call that, oh, well, you can rub them right on off, so that's good to know. Turns into like, it's very fragile. Okay, good to know. Go right back on there. All right, so let's see what happens. So I basically hit, oh shoot. that was unexpected. Not what I meant to do. That's not how I thought that was going to go at all. All right, well, color dab. I feel like we're at the psychiatrist. What do you see in this blob? Remember back in the 80s and 90s? There's a color blob. What do you see? I see a beautiful mess. All right, so, so I know it will come as no surprise to anyone. But, oh, this has such a fine, can you see the tip of this thing? It's so fine. Look at that. But it's not leaving a very fine trail. I was trying to make a, here we go. Wondering if we could make a little bit of a tree for our little friend here to sit in or under, depending on what he looks like when we're done. Not trees like here, or he'll have to sit under a darn cactus. Sorry, little squirrel. Then he'd have to be a ground squirrel. I don't know. This was not planned. This was not part of my plan, but here we are. Here we are anyway, you guys. Spontaneous on the fly. See what we get kind of moment here. What do you think? Well, that is not going to fit on an ATC for certain, because we get this much space. Oh, he's not going to fit on an ATC. What am I thinking? Maybe they can fit on a, well, these ones are already done. Let me look. I know I have more. Oh, they're not decorated. Don't have any backgrounds done, which is random. All right. One moment, little squirrel. I don't know why I'm picking it up, you guys. I have no clue. Because this would go on top of that to make it harder. So, but see, does he get lost in the background? See, that's the thing. See how I keep making the backgrounds too much? There's too muchness. It's too much. So, too much. Maybe we should And it's too high too, so maybe if we cut it off, we could make this end here into what? What? Let's see. I'm concentrating. Sorry, I know I got quiet because I'm thinking about what it would like to be. I'm thinking about a mushroom, guys. I've never drawn a mushroom, so I don't have a clue. I'm just making it up as I go. Oh, Lordy. Which is never a good plan because I don't draw. Yeah, well, it's kind of a mushroom. Definitely needs more of a bottom. There we go. A little thicker. Give it a little thickness to it because, you know. What do you think? Is that starting to look mushroom-like? If you discount the other portion there. Also, not sure why I'm using black. Well, yes I am, because of the little nib thing. Does not take care of the problem of the background being just so busy. Just so busy. Busy. This was not at all what I had planned, you guys. Just want to be clear there. Now we're just flying off the seat of our pants and, you know, gonna make just problems. More problems, Patty, more problems. Yeah, yep, that's what we're doing. I don't think you can see any of my crackle, but I am wondering if we can put another layer of crackle on the top and, you know, save it that way. Not save it so much as just, you know, reincorporate more crackle, you know. Because the crackle was kind of cool. I don't know that we want crackle if you can't see the, trying to get our spiky grass back. I don't know why we have brown grass. Apparently it is very into fall here. Looks like grass in Arizona for sure. Everything is very dead. Dead. Well, we'll give that a moment. Okay, we'll give that a moment. I don't know where that went, you guys. Sorry. I don't know what made me think I could draw a mushroom. Is semi-shroomish like, right? I know, I just said I was giving it a rest. Clearly, I'm not taking my own advice. Which, I know, that comes as no surprise. Oh, no. No, there's no coming back from that one. All right. That's gorgeous. Actually, it's kind of pretty. That makes it stand out from the background a bit, doesn't it? Oh, but look at the crackle is just dying. Well, it's very textured. I'll give you that. I mean, I am going to work on a nature's journal, but I can't say that was my plan. Oh, Patty, what are you doing, girl? Work it in there. There you go. Work it in, work it in. I'm trying to straighten it out a little bit because, you know, mushrooms grow sideways for sure, but geez, maybe not quite that sideways. Okay, so inks, check. Not forgiving. Well, the crackle's very unforgiving, and Lord knows what kind of paper this might be. Oh, right, you know what? This was white paint at one point. Well, it's not. It's supposed to be gesso, but it is like not gesso. I don't know what in the world this is masquerading as gesso, but no, just no. It's really not gesso at all. There's absolutely no tooth. There's no body to it. I really should just stop before I turn everything to mud. Let it dry for a half a second and then come back. Okay, you know what? Let's just set it aside for a minute. Let it dry. I could use a hair dryer, but I won't, because we can move on to other things. Yes, we can. We can. We have other things, you guys. So here's a dilemma for you. I have a plethora of what are these? Stamps. You guys, I have stamps. So I've been going through the stamps because some I am gifting away. And some I really want to gift to Margaret on 7 Plazas. But I'm so afraid they won't get to her because they are, I mean, just works of art. They're so precious that they feel like a burden to me at this point because I can't craft with them. I can't. They're too beautiful for me to work with. They're fairy tales and they're lovely and I cannot turn them into art. And so there's 2 people I would choose to gift them to. And one, I'm not sure they'd ever make them to her in the mail because, you know, mail internationally is tricky. And so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but they're crazy beautiful. I'm looking for the right ones. Sorry. I have this one set that's so cool. It's all females in the science sector. These ones are all castles, and you guys know how much I love castles. And there's some more castles. The castles I can use. I can use the castles. The castles are okay. I'm okay with that. But there's some, like, that I'll just never, ever use. And this is just so much more than I would use in a lifetime. I don't want this much that they feel like oppressive. I feel like burdened. This one is cool. I'm using it on Sam's steampunk mixed media piece that's going on over there in the corner. Oh, if it ever gets done. I think, because I might use it on the parting of the seas that I have going on in the living room. If that one ever finishes speaking to me, I have way too many, which is why I started recording again, so I will finish things. Like, see these? These are little, these are some of them that I'll just never use because they're little fairy tales. Look at them. Like, oh, these ones I could maybe put in the baby's journals. But then again, no, because they just won't be appreciated as they should be. And it makes me sweat just thinking about it. It's crazy, right? So I have to figure out what to do with them because, I don't know what to do with them. So if you guys have any good ideas, please let me know. Because some of them are, I mean, they're from Switzerland, the ones I really, really love. Look at these. These are just so gorgeous. Look at her being a little scientist. How cool is that? There, can you see it good? Like, look at that. Like, really? They're just wonderful. And I will never use them the way they should be used. So, I have hundreds of them. Hundreds and hundreds, and I love them, but the ones I love, I will never, ever, ever use. And then I have like a million of these brown ones, which I'll use with no problem. Well, not all of them. I'm not keeping all of them. I would like 5. I would like to have 5, and the rest I wanted to leave. So the reason I'm telling you that, besides the fact that if anybody knows anything about stamps and has a good plan, let me know, is that I thought maybe we could use some in a couple of these backgrounds, because I don't have a great plan for these ATCs, but I would like to do something. Like, none of these are calling to me and ready to be finished with art. So I just thought if we took a couple of them and maybe added in some stamps, gave them some personality, like I just did. I just stood here, and now I've lost it, before I turned on the camera. Literally just did it and put it on a postcard. You know, I haven't moved from this spot other than to grab the camera, and I lost it. How silly is that? Because I was going to show you. So, because I have all these postcards that, like, when I'm gel printing or I'm painting or I get a whim, I just throw stuff on. And so they're partially done, and they can be cut up and put into other art. And, well, apparently I'm not going to show you because I don't know what I did with it. I tossed it aside, clearly. I was talking to my mom, who's, you know, in the hospital again, and I tossed it to the side. I thought it was up with the birds, because I was thinking I would use the birds, but I think the birds are too big. See my little silly birds? So, with the ATCs, my understanding is there's no rules, but then I was listening to Nicole at Relax Cut Glue, and she said, because she does hers with stickers and or cutouts from collage cutouts, which is what I'm going to do here. And then I guess there was a debate in her Facebook group, and some people were saying that that's not art, and they're not trading with people who do that, because the whole point of this is artists trade with the cards. You trade them, and then that person can keep it or trade it or whatever. It's a bit of fun. That's all it's meant to be. And so now I'm confused again. So I'm part of a makers group on Facebook of artists. And so I had asked there, and they said the only rule was 2.5 by 3.5. So I'm going to post them, make sure they're right before I sign up with anyone to do trades. Because I don't want to, you know, trade something that's not proper. But then again, I don't want to trade with, you know, people can refuse to trade apparently, which is fine, because why would you want to trade with somebody who doesn't really want your art? But my understanding is they don't pick what they get, and then they just trade it off again, kind of like a baseball card. I don't know, I have some tissue paper that I painted on sitting here, and I just thought it would look good right there. So that's what I'm going to do. Which is not neutralizing the background. Well, a little bit maybe, because you should be able to see through it. And then, so it's all meant to be a bit of fun. And when I heard about it, I thought, oh, I want to try that too, because that sounds like fun and a good way to interact with people, because, you know, anybody can do it. And I have a couple of friends that I think this would be a cool way to, it's almost like when you used to have pen pals. In my brain, this is kind of like another version of pen pals. You can just, see, that's the thing. These are all brown, and they're the same thing, and that gets, I don't want 500 of the same thing, see? And to me, after you use one or two, I have to move on. So I would only want 1 or 2 in my bucket of goodies. And I realize after you use it, then you don't have it in your bucket of goodies, so you would want 1 or 2 more. But I just don't use stamps that often, and I forget about them, and then they're in my space, and the whole purpose is in this coming year, I am trying to use up my supplies so that I can zero in on only the things that are super happy making and make my space smaller, because as Samuel moves off into his new life in the next few years, I don't see why Denny and I would want to maintain such a big footprint. I would assume we will want to go smaller. So I need to be prepared and not do it all at once, or I'll freak out and be like, no. You know, because you guys know how I am. Every time I say downsize, I buy something, even though I really want to. So I'm looking to see if I can find another color really quickly. See, because some of them are just so common that there's like 5 million of them, and then those ones I don't mind using. It's the ones that are super intricate and clearly not as common. Oh, see, like there's 500 of these are falling all over me. That, like, I know there's a page in my glue book that I'm going to do nothing but a whole page of stamps. I'm just going to, because they're fun, they're just, you know, I do enjoy them in small spurts. And Elizabeth Sinclair does, or St. Clair does a thing where she changes faces on one of her books. I seen she changed all the faces of the people and put a stamp in their place, and I thought that was really fun. And then I was like, oh, maybe I'll do that. But then I forget, because I thought, well, that's really cool, which is a good idea if I can remember long enough to do it. Okay. So we just managed to waste a half an hour, and I still, okay, see, you can barely even see it, and it's not, ooh, yeah, that came off. Okay, so now I have learned, if you're going to put stuff on the crackle, don't rub it. It's fragile. Crackle is fragile. Here, I'm going to rub it over the garbage bin, because I don't care about the crackle enough to want to save it. You can still see a little bit of the texture, but not really. I could certainly re-crackle it, but I don't think it's worth it, really. I'll try it on another one. It's still up here, but wonder if you can color the crackle ahead of time and then put it on, and then, but if you don't rub it, how do you get the stuff inside the lines? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, so then, see, so then I'm like, you could take some of these brown ones, could cut around the head or something. That's going to get weird really fast, isn't it? Okay, move your head for a minute, dude. Does that work? I don't know. We shall see, huh? Oh, well, if I don't lose all the pieces first. Yep, you're allowed to turn it upside down, Patty. But I just cut off all the white. That would have been helpful, huh? Yeah, Should have just started that way. Okay, let's try that. Don't tell anyone I beheaded him, guys. Because see, let me just put the rest of the head up there. Oh, sorry, I'm kind of quiet today, huh? Concentrating hard on this. I gotta get back in the habit of talking to the camera. It's kind of what it is. Okay, so put the fattest piece down here at the bottom. I don't know, but I'm going with it. And then we'll just work our way around it with the other colors. Yep, it's going to be strange. I know. Work with me. It'll work out in the end. Watch. Watch. It will. Just hang with me for a minute. Okay. How much of him do we need to cut off? I think just the back half of him this time. Right? Hair trim. Okay. Choop. Choop, 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 choop. Helps if you make the noise. Just so you know. Make the noise, it's helpful. Oh. He didn't even stay down. Stay down there. Okay. Hang on, my hands are getting sticky. Oh. I have a there. Have a okay, hang on. Words. Sponge. There it is. I have a sponge up there with a wet sponge sitting in the water. Okay, that one is not sticking at all. It is trying to refuse, but we will get it. All right. Okay, why is the top not getting any skinnier? Shouldn't it be getting skinnier? I don't feel like it's listening very well here. So, take that little thing, except it should be, needs one more little snippet of something. Kind of like that. Like that. Yeah, good enough. We'll make it work. We'll make it work, guys. Yeah. Oh, wait. Get down. Sit down. I lost the piece. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, so. Oh, look, crackle everywhere. Oh. That's what you get for not following the rules, Patty. Not that I ever follow the rules, so I don't know why we're surprised, but. Oh, fudge. Okay, where is, you guys see a little bowl anywhere? Does anyone? There's a little, oh, there it is. But I actually put my spatula thingy away. Hang on, okay. Look at that, if I put a tool away, I can't find it. Glue, just glue. Some kind of, it's not glue at all. It's what is it? It is, oh, right. It's acrylic medium, which acts as a glue. It's a glue sealer, all in one, jobby. So when it dries, it'll hold it right on down there. Yeah, I know, that got weird, but it'll work. It will work. Thinking we're going to go over the half-an-hour quick video I thought this was going to be, you guys. You might want to put me on ×2. Speed the camera up, simply because, you know, I'm not going to. Okay. All right. So, that's good. Now, I know, I can't leave it alone. It's making me crazy. There. All right, so then if give me a minute, let me think. I want to blow dry it, but then it would be so loud and you'd have to hear that. Because I don't know how to silence it. That's why. So, where did the... I really liked this black ink effect. So, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to try it again. So, let's see if we can just nudge it softer this time. Little bit, go a little bit. Oh, don't squeeze too hard. Because I feel like we lost the shape of our, oh shoot, there we go. Because see, if I have to squeeze it, then I lose the, ooh, coming around the mountain, guys. All right, hang on. This needs, you know, highlights and lowlights anyway. So, oh shoot. So that's a fun way to do, oh my gosh, look at my hand. I have so much paint, ink on it. Oh, it's ridiculous, Patty. All right, so this side needs a lighter. I wonder if I can nudge that in some. Oh, shoot. Hang on. It's always better with sound effects, guys. Trying to make it look round. You know how if you go this way, you round things out. Toot, 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 toot. If you can nudge it sideways, it makes it so it's rounded, you know. Did that make any sense at all? Like if you can swoop like this, there you go, like that. A little bit slight curved up like that. So let me grab an ink pen. Because now I feel like I gotta make sure you understood what I said. Well, I guess it's going to be a pencil. Because now I feel like I didn't say that well enough. So, like, if you were drawing a tree, you know, whatever, tree, and you're thickening it, blah, 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 blah. I know, it's a terrible tree. Just work with it. Wasn't meant to be great. Okay, leave it, Patty. That's not the important part. And you want your tree trunk to look rounded, so it's more 3D. When you're coming and doing your base, you want to go around like this, right? So it's slightly rounded on each end, up. So as you're coloring this way, back and forth like this. See how it starts rounding out when you go like that? And then as you're going up, you're getting smaller as you go. And that is probably the only time you will ever get an art lesson from me, because I don't do art lessons. So that is the only art lesson I'm doing, guys. Because I am definitely not an art teacher. So that was what oh, not that big. That was what I was attempting to do there. Was give it some rounded dimensions so that it looked like it was a real, you know, piece of fungi sitting here. And I was only doing half because I was thinking the other color that I used, the highlight, though now that I think about it, this piece is lower. The deeper side should have been that side. But I'm going with it because it's not a realistic one anyway. Pretty sure you don't find blue with pink dots in reality. Only in Patty World. I was going to bring, from the other side, I will bring in the other color. Ooh, words are difficult today. Sorry, guys. So, as I'm coming through, yep, still trying to deepen the underside here without splurging it. And I don't know how this little dauber thing works here yet, so I'm like hesitant because it's wet and I don't want it to go crazy on me. But if it's going to go, I want it to go upwards. So I'm definitely trying to coach it that way. And then when I get here to this edge, I'm trying to make it go around that way so that it looks rounded on the edges. And then this way, I'm trying to go this way in, you know, towards the center. And these ones I'm pulling this way, kind of like you would hair, you know, when you shape hair, you shape it back and forth so that it gives it a 3D effect. Okay, so for the moment, that's okay. And then, I don't know what we're going to do for the light, really. I don't know if this is going to be light enough. It might be. Okay, so we're going to plant it there and see if I can pick it up with the with this. Yeah, okay. So that's not really going to work out. So we will put some white in it and then see if we can pick it up. And just there, do little subtle highlights that way. They're not very deep, but then when it dries completely 100%, I can hit a couple of them with just a white paint pen. And then, excuse me. So at this point, I'm saying the light's coming from over here, which, you know, it's not really accurate in any way, but it doesn't have to be. So I don't know how this paint works, but I want to see if I can pull some off like it was a distress ink, which I don't, this is not distress ink, so I don't think you can, but it never hurts to try. Okay, so a second ago, I had a little piece of fabric, there it is, that I was using. And I don't have any faith that this will work at all. Yeah, did not. But let's see if, since we're way deep into the let's see ifs, let's see if I can lift any of it naturally if I use, oh, that was way too big of a dab, so alcohol. Let's see if that will lift any. And one was a huge dab, so that could be, oh, look, it's lifting. Do you see that? Can you see where it's picking the paint up right there? Or the ink? At this point, we have a combo of everything on here, so. Oh yeah, look at that. So now we have some highlights in our little, let's not set it back down. Get it off the plastic before we set it back down there. So now we have some little highlights there. Cool. Excuse me. Gosh. And so that was awesome. That was a cool thing to do. I'm glad to see that worked. Where's our little squirrel? He is way too big for this tree. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be too big for the tree? Because, you know, I had nothing else planned for the tree, so of course the squirrel's too big. Or the mushroom. It's a mushroom at this point, isn't it? searching in the bin for something else to go there, guys. Because I did not have anything planned for it. Well, obviously it wasn't planned, so why would I have anything planned for it, right? Planning ahead would have been just too much. Okay, you guys aren't going to work. Okay. Well, birds are not going to work with a mushroom. Okay, so birds. I picked birds both times. All right, 1 second. That is not the cap to that. That cap goes on there. Where's the cap to this before I lose it? One. Okay, so it's turned into a very cool mushroom, though. Which might be all we get if we don't find something to go underneath our mushroom. Because I don't want to put just any old thing under the mushroom. Should we put a sloth on our mushroom? I don't think so, but let me cut one out just to be sure. Just to be sure it's not going to be right, you guys. Let's just make sure we don't want sloths. Because I don't know what world a sloth would go under our mushroom, but, you know, stranger things have happened. Do we want sloths hanging on our mushroom? Okay, I might want sloths hanging on my mushroom. Okay, that sloth has issues. I might have to, I painted on that sloth. Oh, this is painful. All right, that's enough to see. Do we want a sloth hanging off the mushroom? All right, I don't know. Let me look. Let me look. You know what, though? Yeah, I just got distracted again. Hang on a minute. I'm looking over here on the other side at these little ATC cards that I did. Because I was just wondering if the sloth would look really cute hanging on my heart. He doesn't fit on my heart, does he? I have a thing about sloths. I can't help it. Sloths everywhere. I think sloths should live everywhere. See? He kind of hugs that heart perfectly. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's set the mushroom aside because I want to find the perfect thing for the mushroom. Also, I want to cut it out and stuff, so we'll probably come back to the mushroom tomorrow. I'll find the right thing tonight. So, I guess we can say we did a mushroom, you guys. Took us an hour, and we did a couple backgrounds for ATCs and a mushroom. Yay, us! It'll work out, though. I have a feeling until I get back into the habit that might be how we roll. This side or this side? This side with some words. Okay. Why can't I have a sloth on my heart? I think I can have a sloth on my heart. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Oh my Lord. I am so easily amused. He's wet. Ugh. That edge isn't right. Hang on. Okay. He's sticking to my finger. There. we want yellow? What colors? Do we want yellow? I don't know. I'm putting it on, so I must want yellow, huh? I know everybody does brown on their edges. I don't. I'll do whatever pleases me. Then I'm thinking maybe red after the yellow dries. That is so funny. That's so funny. Except I see one little problem. So right there, he needs to come up a little. Get off the edge of the heart. There we go. And then he needs some words. So, because I'm doing this, because I'm trying to do that en masse glue book, I cut out words. Because words was one of the things. So let's see if we can find words with him, for him. Let's see. What words do we have in this word? I want this one right here, but I can't get it. So. Is it not? No, it's not even in there. It says, are you chasing your tail? 6 lessons of reinvention. I love sloths because they're just so happy and they have a complete ecosystem on their back. And like, it's probably itchy, but they don't care. Like, they're just like, hey, I got it all. And they're just perfectly content with it. So, I feel like I need to find the word content or contentment. So I might have to print it off, guys. What's this one say? Entertain everyone. That's good. Entertain everyone. Oh, it's too big. It's too big. Kindness matters. So these, I got them out of a magazine. This one says character. Too big. Oh my gosh, everything's too big. ATCs are so small. Makes it very hard. Oh, the Zen of snuggling. All right. There we go. Well, I really think I want to find the word contentment. I'm going to find the word contentment and put it on there because that's what I think of every time I see a sloth. I might add a couple more sloths on here. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so tomorrow I'll show you guys what it is after I find the word, or I'll stamp the word if I can't find it, and we'll do it that way. But I'm going to try to find it because then it'll be in fun font. Okay, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Everybody say prayer for Mom, and I will say prayer for all of you guys. All right, love yous. Oh, I could put some stamps on here, you guys. Oh, maybe I'll do a little stamp collection up in the corner. Not with those colors, though. We'll find some different colors. All right, and I'll show you guys what's happening tomorrow. All right, bye.